When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.
Day 7 of our trip took us 322 kilometers from Mary's Harbour to the end of the road at Old Fort and then back to Blanc Sablon.
All good?
While this wasn't going to be our longest day as far as distance was concerned, it was probably our busiest day because on the south coast of Labrador, if you hit good weather, there's lots to see and do. And as luck would have it, despite a pretty chilly ride through the hills first thing in the morning, this day provided the best weather that we had probably in the entire trip.
I had a picture of that. Gets a little cold up here.
Oh, yeah.
After riding for about an hour through the rolling hills and tundra of the Labrador interior, we finally saw the coast again and we turned off the Trans Labrador Highway into Red Bay. After having breakfast at the Whalers restaurant, our first stop of the day was the Red Bay National Historic Site, where I convinced the workers there to allow me to take part in the Little Explorers scavenger hunt intended for children. Let's see what we can find. After completing the scavenger hunt in what I would like to think is record time, I did get a nasty look from a little girl who was jealous of my dog tag.
No child can beat the Grinch!
In addition to the exhibits at the main building, you can take a quick boat ride to Saddle Island.
My first iceberg. It's only 20 miles out.
After getting a close-up view of the SS Bernier wreckage, the remains of various Basque whaling buildings, and seeing where a sunken Basque whaling ship was found, we hit the road for a short ride to the opposite side of the bay. Here there were two hiking trails that we wanted to do.
Do you want to go down first or up first?
Let's go down.
Yeah.
We knew that one trail went down to the shore and that one went up the hill, so we assumed that the shore one was down here.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go with no. Nope. I guess they're both in the same spot.
So yeah, unless you want to go down that guy's driveway like we did, just park in the parking lot, follow the main trail, and it branches off shortly after. The first trail we followed was the Boney Shore Trail. This shoreline was where the Basque whalers discarded all the whale carcasses after they had been processed, and to this day you can still find whale bones dating back as far as the 1500s. After checking out the few whale bones that remain, we found a field of ripe crowberries and bake apples for a free snack before heading up Tracey Hill. Once you make it to the top, you are treated to a panoramic view of the bay below and the barrens to the north.
Crazy, eh? Look at the fog coming in over the island.
All good?
Leaving Tracey Hill and heading south toward Pinware River, we were treated to the unbelievable scenery of the Forteau Barrens.
Jesus. Wow. Fucking crazy. Unreal.
As impressed as we were by that lookout, the descent toward the Pinware River Bridge was even more spectacular.
Read that? That's unreal, eh?
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah. That's why I pulled over. I was like, I gotta stop and look at this. Like,
That too, but coming down that valley.
yeah. It's all through there. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Sketchy. Oh, I mean, come on. Wow.
Now, I had originally wanted to stop on the bridge, but with the construction, thought better of it. Although, the construction didn't seem to bother that guy with the fishing rod.
Jeez.
Passing the Pinware River Provincial Park, the overall feel of the trip almost changes. It's still remote, but now there's towns that you go through and a little bit of traffic. You can sense that you're almost re-entering civilization.
The bear trap. Iceberg.
Iceberg, right ahead!
Big one.
Now, my first iceberg experience was a little underwhelming with it being so far away, but this one looked like we might be able to get close enough to actually see it.
Ta-da! I think that's as close as we're gonna get. Perfect.
Leaving our first real iceberg experience behind, our next stop was the Amour Loop, which has a few things to check out. Some might be less impressive than others.
That little mound of rocks.
This little mound of rocks on the side of the road is the oldest known burial ground in the New World. That's it. That's all I got. At the end of the loop is Point Amour Lighthouse, the tallest lighthouse in Atlantic Canada. Now, our timing was perfect as we were able to squeak inside to get to the top of the tower before a bus full of gray hair unloaded. Not far from the lighthouse are the remains of HMS Raleigh, which ran aground in 1922. There's not a lot of it left, but it's still cool to check out.
Herded like cattle.
I think it's safe to say that bus tours aren't in my foreseen future. With the remoteness aspect of the trip gone, we decided at our next fuel stop that it was time to unload all the spare fuel that we had been carrying since Happy Valley Goose Bay.
See if I can spill this all over my bike. That'd be good. There we go. Yes, sir. Can't complain about that.
Our fuel anxiety managed, we made our last stops in Labrador. Unfortunately, the information center was closed, but the stop did allow us to check out one last roadside snowmobile before leaving our mark on the Labrador sign.
Check out the old snowmobile.
Okay, perfect.
This thing is too cool to walk by.
It's buckshot, right?
I know. I should have brought a shotgun to leave my mark. Jeez. Doing it wrong. So we're done. We're still gonna drive home, but that's the ferry we're gonna take tomorrow.
Crossing into Quebec, we knew that our ferry to Newfoundland wasn't until the following morning, so we passed straight through the town of Blanc Sablon. We wanted to get to the end of the 138 at Old Fort. While passing through town, we made mental notes of where our free campground was for the night, and also where to find the ferry terminal we needed to get to the following day. The 138 is awesome, and I was thoroughly enjoying pushing the CB500X, about as much as one would be willing to push 50-50 tires, but then I began to smell something which instantly made me worry.
What's that smell?
That's what I'm...
I don't have the best track record with luggage.
Okay, you smell it too.
I smell it, yeah.
It smells like burning.
Burning.
Yeah. No, it must be something in the air. I saw smoke up here, so there must be a plant of some sort.
A forest fire?
No, I think there's white smoke. It might be an asphalt plant. Yeah. So, anyway, I just needed to make sure it wasn't that bag, because I was giving her pretty good through there. Phew, what is that?
This sort of thing ain't my bag, baby.
Finally comfortable that it wasn't my saddlebag burning, I even seeing the fire, I don't know what this was.
Dumpster fire, I guess.
Now back to the 138. Twists and curves and ocean views and hills, and we felt like we had the whole road to ourselves until we ran into construction.
Merci. Yeah. Wow.
Before long, we made it to the end of the 138 and what felt like the end of this leg of our journey. But the rest of the trip wasn't going to be easy.
This is the end. That's a heck of a road, man.
Yeah.
I get a picture and we'll be good to go.
Well, I got a bees. Here, come here, look.
Huh? What?
Busted off.
You busted some teeth?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, well, it'll get you home.
I gotta go easy on it, though.
Now in the moment, I kind of brushed this off. I typically live my life with a bit of a, meh, we'll be fine attitude. But this was a concern. We still had over 1,700 kilometers to go.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt.